What's good, everybody? Back again with another episode of No Days Off Boxing Podcast. We had some pretty good fights this past weekend. I'm gonna work my way up the card today, so I'll start with some of the undercard stuff, and we'll work our way up to the top of the card. First off, talk about a prospect, Abdullah Mason. Man, this kid is so good, man. I really can't spot any serious flaws in his game. So I really have nothing to say about his performance. It was so short. It was so nice. Punch selection, amazing. Defensively responsible, aggressive. He got the killer instinct. The only thing that I could say is that, and this is not on him, we haven't really seen him against a live body, in my opinion, which is not a bad thing, like I said. But the people that he's fighting, they're kind of punching bags. But I think they're doing a good job with his progression. So I've mentioned before, maybe not on video, but on Twitter, that he fights essentially, blown up 126ers. And Ohan Jr. was the first one that was actually at that weight class. He's younger, and he's actually at that weight class. He didn't come up from 126 or something. So that's a step up to me. That's good. We're gonna see him against heavier guys. We're gonna see him against guys that could punch soon. We're gonna see him against guys that are looking to finish him as well. Pause. Um, and so that's good. That's the progression I want to see. He's young. He doesn't need to be thrown into any crazy difficult fights right now. But in the future, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't see too many people at 135 beating him right now. I would see Shakur and Tank beating him. Everybody else is suspect in that weight class. But who knows? I don't know. I don't know what his future holds. But like I said, right now, I got nothing bad to say about him. So moving on to what I would call another up and comer, Iglesias. Man, that dude, he's good. I got some stuff to say about his performance, but he's good. I've been telling people about him on Twitter. He's from the Cuban boxing school. He beat David Morrell in the amateurs. A lot of people don't know that. So he's got a good amateur pedigree. He got the knockout in the second round, just like David Morrell did against this guy. Only thing I will say is I noticed a little pattern with his punches. Rhythm is good, but sometimes rhythm gives you away too. He got this little thing he does where he goes up top, there's a little pause, he goes to the bottom, left up top, right hand. And then there's even a pause after he does that too. So if someone's watching him and they get that timing down, as soon as you feel his left glove against your glove and you throw something because you know his right hand's gonna be down, he's gonna get caught. He's gonna get caught. Now how he's gonna handle that, I don't know. But if someone's watching him, they're gonna be able to see that pretty easily, I think. Um, but outside of that, I mean, he didn't have much to worry about. The dude he was fighting could hit hard, but he's not the level of boxer that Iglesias is. So he got him out of there real quick. It's nothing but pressure, good boxing pressure. He didn't really have to use that much defense because the guy, after he started getting cracked, he was on the go. He was trying to counter punch, but like I said, he's not really skilled enough to do that against Iglesias, in my opinion. So that kid's got a bright future too. I call him a kid, but he's a grown man. I would like to see him versus Berlanga versus maybe Caleb Plant. That could be a good fight for him. I don't want to turn Caleb Plant into a gatekeeper, but he's lost his big test at 168 with Canelo and Benavidez. So it will be nice to start seeing him fight some younger people to see if they really belong up there. Because to get past Plant, you're gonna have to be pretty good. So I would like to see him fight maybe Caleb Plant, Berlanga, maybe Munguia. Yeah, I would like to see him fight Munguia, but like I said, he's got to work his way up. We got to see. We got to see. But I think he's more ready to do something like that than Abdullah Mason is to face the top because I think he's on a shorter clock and 168 just ain't that deep. So he can fight somebody at the top tomorrow, bro. Let's move on to some BS. Makhmudov, yo, this guy is so disappointing to me, man. No disrespect, he's so disappointing. He's just the perfect example of physicality and nothing else. Like his whole thing was that he hit hard. Okay, like that's cool when you're facing people that suck at boxing, but eventually you're gonna fight other people that hit hard and that are not scared of you just because you hit hard. And so, when he lost his last fight, I'm like, cool, he got stopped. He's gonna learn from that for sure. Dude came back out and he's throwing the exact same punches. Like if he doesn't hurt you and knock you out immediately, he genuinely just doesn't. It's like he doesn't know what to do. And the guy he was facing, he's decent. He's pretty good. I watched him with his fight with a Jogba. That was way closer than I thought it was gonna be. So I'm like, okay, this kid's good. And he got even better since then. And he started off really well to me. Um, but after he closed up Makhmudov's eye, he started standing in front of him and trading with him. And I'm like, bro, don't do this. Don't accidentally get caught when you're up by so much. You got full control of the fight. You're a better boxer than he is. His eye is swollen shut. Dude got an eye that looks like a fleshlight, bro. Like, why are you standing right in front of him, putting yourself at risk of getting caught with something in the exchange? But whatever, he didn't get caught. He smoked Makhmudov, to be honest. And like I said, Makhmudov, oh my God, no adjustments. Just clumsy overhand right, clumsy left hook, grab. Everything was clinch. Overhand right, clinch. Like, it's like he aims for the back of people's head. You know what? Better he does that too. But I let him slide because his boxing is good. But he throws it like right in that little area where I'm like, okay, bro, that overhand right is kind of looking like you trying to club the back of his head sometimes. It's their fault if they duck. But if you like wrap around and reach for it, I'm like, I don't know, bro. That's kind of weird. But like I said, Better Beef looks good when he does it. Pause. Makhmudov, I don't know where he goes from here, bro. It's not looking good, man. You lost two, um, and they were not good losses. It didn't make his stock go up. It didn't make me want to watch him at all, bro. Like, I'm moving on from him. Let's go to the main fight. Mbili, I don't know how to say his name. Mbili versus Derevyanchenko. I don't know how to say his name either. We're close enough. That's what matters. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I wasn't impressed with Mbili, man. Matter of fact, he need to fight Oglesys Iglesias. I wasn't impressed with him. He's young. He's in great condition. I love that. But Derevyanchenko came up from 160. He used to be a 160 pounder, bro. He's small. He's older. He don't got great power. He never has. And he tore his bicep in the fourth round. He couldn't even use his left arm, bro. He could extend it. He was using it as a jab, but it's not like it had no power on it. He couldn't bend it and pop it. He had to just like kind of put it out there. So from round 5 to the end of the fight, Derevyanchenko only has his right arm and he's punching Mbili. And I'm like, bro, how you getting punched so much by a guy with one arm? You literally know exactly which direction the punch is coming from. Like, whether you get to this side of it so that he can't swing, or whether you get to this side of it so that you have enough time to move out of the way, do that. There was one, I don't remember what round it was, but there was one point where Derevyanchenko punched him like 10 times in a row with just his right hand. And I'm like, oh, just swing back. Like he can't even lift his left arm up all the way, bro. And so, yeah, I wasn't happy with those adjustments. He ended up saying that he was hurt too at the end of the fight, but I kind of think he was trying to cover himself for not having a great performance against a guy with one arm. But he won every round, I think. So I can't talk too much shit. But like I said, Sergey had one arm. And I think if he had two arms, that fight would have been a lot different, to be honest. Fifth round was where where Derevyanchenko hurt Munguia. So that's where he kind of starts figuring stuff out and picking it up. You know what I'm saying? He ain't Lomachenko, but he's Dichenko. He's He's Derevyanchenko. He's got his own thing too. First couple rounds he loses, then he starts figuring stuff out. Like I said, he's a smaller dude. That tends to be what happens. You can't just go in there guns blazing. You got to see where your opportunities are gonna come from. So right when he started figuring stuff out, he tore his bicep. And there was this one time, I mean, we saw a roll up on the camera. You knew it was torn, but there was a time where I was like, maybe he can still use it. And he tried to throw a left hook to the body and immediately winced and basically started running away from the pain. And I was like, yeah, no, he's not gonna be able to use that. Tim Bradley wanted to stop the fight. I understood not stopping it, to be honest. Like, and Mbili wasn't making good enough adjustments to really punish Derevyanchenko. At no time did I think Derevyanchenko was gonna get knocked out. So like, yeah, I guess you could say punishment for what? Like you don't get anything. Like if you stop right now, you just get a loss. You don't get a loss anyways. But I do think there's a pride factor, man. He's never been stopped before. If he chooses to retire today, he can go out saying that, like, yo, I had one arm and I still didn't get stopped. Like he already said he was doing it for his country. His country's in a war. I don't know, man. I totally get continuing on with the fight. He said he was good. Just let the dude fight, bro. It could be his last fight. Let's move on to some future fights. Big Bang versus Bakole might happen. They they tell me the Saudis are trying to make that happen. I think Big Bang Chang, as much as I like Bakole, y'all know I like Bakole. I said he was gonna beat Jerry Anderson. He smoked. As much as I like Bakole, I think Big Bang Chang will cook him, bro. The problem is he don't move that much and he don't defend himself that much. You can't do that against a beast like Big Bang Chang. The thing, okay, but Cole hits hard, right? But he hits hard like a big person, not like a powerful person. If you feel me on that, it's like he can overwhelm you, and the size behind those punches is it still hurts. Big Bang Zhang could catch you one time, you going to sleep, bro. So if they're exchanging, that's not gonna go well to me. That's what I see happening because that's how Bakole fights. He's gonna get in your face and he's gonna try to throw punches. Big Bang Zhang is gonna try to counter punch. I think I think the good thing that Bakole might have going for him is his activity level. When you're trying to counter punch and somebody's just peppering you with punches, you don't get the time you need to think to see what you're gonna throw back. But Bakole is bigger than he was in the past, man. He's like 300 pounds now, bro. Or at least close. He's somewhere in between 280 and 300. I think he's 300 though. And I don't think he can work with the same activity that he did in the past. Even Jared was popping him up in segments. He just don't got that kind of power. But that's what I'm saying. If Big Bang Jang hit you with them joints, bro, woo, I don't think you're gonna survive that. So right now, my prediction would be that Big Bang Jang would probably knock him out pretty early, to be honest, bro. I'm talking round four, maybe 4 or 5. Man, Big Bang, he don't be throwing no punches, man. That's the only thing. I would say even earlier, but dude be going whole rounds without throwing punches, just looking. And I don't know if it's a conditioning thing or if he just really wants to wait until he sees the perfect punch. But that's what would make that take so long. I think when he connects with Bacola, it's gonna put him down, like for sure, for sure. So that's one. Better Beef versus B-Ball. It's coming, baby. It's coming. I've been telling y'all Better Beef's gonna knock him out. B-Ball to me, I'm not comparing him to Isak Cruz, but what I am saying is I've been telling y'all there's certain people that I'm like, I'm not buying it, bro. I like B-Ball. Oh no, I'm lying. I'm not buying that he's that guy, bro. You're gonna have to prove it to me. If he beats Better Beef decisively, move. If he beats Better Beef, I'll just have to admit, like, all right, he's that guy. But I don't see it happening, man. Better Beef's too good. His jab's nice, good movement. I know he's tough. I've seen him hit the canvas multiple times and get up and finish his opponents. I ain't seen B-Ball hurt like that. Not like that. So what's gonna happen when Better B finally makes contact with him? Because he's gonna make that contact. I don't know. We're gonna find out. So possible problems I see. Better Beef is old. He's coming off a surgery. They canceled the fight the last time because he had to get a knee surgery. That could impede his movement. I don't know what he's actually gonna look like when fight night comes. I'm assuming he's gonna look like he did the last time he fought. He could get out there and I could be like, damn, bro, he ain't got no motion. Like he's slow, blah, blah, blah. So I can only make the prediction based on what I've seen in the past. 1 year, when you're 40 years old, that's a long time, bro. Now, if you was 22 years old and you're 23, I expect you to still be fast, bro. When you get older, you could look all right one day, and the next day it's like, ooh, yeah, old age caught him in one fight, bro. So for now, until I see some training clips or something, I'm saying Better Beef knockout about 7 rounds, 8 rounds. I don't know. B-ball's good enough to stay away, man. I think if he's in serious trouble, he'll get away once or twice. So I think it could go later. But even still, even if it's a decision, I think Better Beef will win a decision against him, bro. I just think Better Beef is better than him. That's just point blank, period. All right. All right. Now, last thing, throwback fight that I want y'all to watch this time. Ike Abiabuchi versus David Tua. Now, the reason that I want y'all to watch this is so you can understand my disgust for today's heavyweights. All right. This fight, if I'm not mistaken, which I don't think I am, the most punches ever thrown in a heavyweight fight. These dudes were so solid and so conditioned. They were throwing punches the whole fight, bro. It's straight up action. And Ike Abiabuchi, bro, what a waste of potential. This dude had it all, man. Granite chin, great conditioning, great physique, great power, great defense. Literally lacked nothing, in my opinion. For those that don't know, he had like a psychotic break or some shit. I don't know. He had mental problems, bro. But after that fight, he ended up going to the psych ward, bro. And ever since then, yeah, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know anything about him now. I know he went to jail, but I don't know where he's at now. Never went on to become a champion or nothing. But you're gonna watch that fight, just be like, yo, why don't nobody talk about this dude? Like, he definitely had the potential. He beat Chris Bird too. Chris Bird was very nice. But yeah, that fight, like I said, great example of what heavyweights used to look like. When I see these dudes, man, with no conditioning, no physique, like, bro, I don't care what you say, bro. If you're really on top of your game, working out every day, eating decent food, you're not gonna be mad sloppy like that, bro. That's just not how it works. You can tell people that take care of their bodies, bro. And these dudes these days do not be taking care of their bodies. So y'all go watch that fight. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all want me to talk about any other fights that are coming up before they happen, you gotta let me know ahead of time. So comment on this video at some point in time and say, yo, before this fight happens, make a video with your predictions, whatever. Everybody always comes to me after the fights and they're like, yo, I saw you tweet about blah, blah, blah. I should have bet on that. I should have asked you. Yeah, you should have, bro. Ask me. See y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.